At 1:40 in the morning, Lin lit a cigarette beside a hospital morgue. A dark figure stood in the corner with its back to him. Lin tried to step away, but his body would not move. Then the figure began to turn. A week earlier, Lin had been admitted to a small county hospital in southern China after a fall left him with a fractured leg. The injury kept him in bed, but what bothered him most was the smoking ban. The nurses had removed the cigarettes from his bedside drawer. They did not know he had hidden another pack inside his coat. After several days without a cigarette, Lin finally gave in. Late one night, after the nurses finished their rounds, he took his crutches and slipped out of the ward. The corridor lights had been dimmed. The nurses' station was empty, and an old ceiling fan turned above the desk. Lin went down one floor and pushed open the stairwell door. He had just taken out his lighter when another door opened above him. Nurse May stepped into the stairwell. Lin pressed himself against the wall until she continued upstairs. Afraid she might return, he went down another level. The next landing seemed unused. One ceiling light flickered. The walls were bare except for a metal door at the far end. Lin closed the fire door, put a cigarette between his lips, and lit it. He took one slow drag. Then he noticed someone standing beside the metal door. The figure wore dark clothing and faced the corner. Lin could not see its head clearly. It made no sound, and even when smoke drifted across the landing, its clothes did not move. Lin assumed it was another patient hiding from the nurses. He lifted the pack. "Want one?" The figure did not answer. Lin moved closer. His raised hand stopped in midair. He tried to lower it, but his arm would not respond. He tried to step back, speak, or turn his eyes toward the stairs. Nothing moved. Only then did he notice the sign above the metal door. Morgue. The cigarette kept burning between his fingers. The figure tilted its head. Then its shoulders began to turn. Its feet remained fixed. The rest of its body rotated slowly, a little at a time, as though it had been waiting for Lin to notice it. He could not make out a face. There was only a pale shape inside the darkness. The cigarette burned closer to his skin. Then a woman's voice echoed from above. "Bed 18. Are you smoking down there?" It was Nurse May. The instant she spoke, Lin's arm dropped. His knees nearly folded. The cigarette fell, and he grabbed the handrail before forcing himself through the fire door. May found him halfway up the stairs without one of his crutches. She had smelled smoke on the upper landing and followed it down. She started scolding him, then stopped when she saw his face. Lin pointed toward the lower floor. When they looked back, the landing was empty. The cigarette was still glowing beside the morgue door. May crushed it with her shoe and took him upstairs. The next morning, Lin asked an orderly whether anyone had entered the morgue during the night. The orderly said the door had remained locked. There was only one unidentified body inside, and no relatives had come to claim it. "Was anyone brought in wearing dark clothes?" Lin asked. The orderly shook his head. "I wasn't on duty when they arrived." That was all Lin learned. He stopped smoking before he left the hospital. Years later, Lin said he had found possible explanations for almost everything that happened that night. The dim light, the medication, the fear, even the way his body froze. But he never found an explanation for the figure turning without moving its feet. Whenever someone offered him a cigarette, he remembered how close it had come to facing him completely, and how Nurse May's voice seemed to interrupt it before it finished. Subscribe to Mistcurrent stories for more unexplained encounters. Strange local legends and mysteries that never received a clear answer.